welcome back to Moans and Bones Reactions. I am Othaya, the Bones, and this is...
Una, the Moans.
And today, we're going to be reacting to something a bit quicker. It's going to be posted probably on an off day, guys, but we felt it was something worth addressing considering our positions in this space. I don't know if we want to say much about it prior to letting her message be said, and then we talk about it as we go through it, maybe.
Sure. Yeah, I'm not sure. I feel like a lot of people might have seen her video already, but
Well, sure.
yeah, we can let her speak a bit first.
We're gonna be going through it piece by piece, and then maybe giving our comments on different parts here, or just kind of ranting, to be honest. But the things we have heard about this have not been great. It is to deal with a VTuber in the VTuber space, where the team that I had thought they had started or was part of the leadership, I think they are or were. The people running it were assholes and abused the VTubers. So let's go into what's going on here and what's happening with Ironmouse leaving V-Shojo.
I am leaving V-Shojo. Unfortunately, I recently found out that for the past couple of months, I have been misled by V-Shojo. With the information that I currently have, I believe that I am owed a significant amount of funds, which I have not been paid. And most importantly, the thing that hurts me the most is that the Immune Deficiency Foundation, which is the most important charity to me, and also the reason why I'm here today, is owed over $500,000 from V-Shojo. I know that this is a lot, and it's very important for me to be honest with all of you. I really want to tell you everything, but unfortunately right now, I have been instructed by my attorney to wait for more of the legal procedure to unfold. So one day, I will be able to tell you the full story. But for now...
So let's stop there for a moment. That's the opening of this whole thing. $500,000, over $500,000 owed to a charity by V-Shojo. And they owe her money too, undisclosed amount. I mean, what the absolute fuck? So on the surface of this, it's already pretty bad. I mean, owing $500,000 to a charity, what? Why? Like, I've never understood this. Why? Like, you got the money donated for the charity, now give it to the charity. Yeah. It shouldn't be that complicated.
Yeah, that's like one of the things that's most likely to get you caught too. So I'm like, I don't know why you would do that.
Yeah, right. Ironmouse's favorite charity getting gimped. Yeah, okay, yeah. So as you guys can see, this is pretty serious already. But let's continue.
Need to let you know that I will no longer be a part of V-Shojo. If you give me a moment of your time, I just want to tell you a little bit about myself. I know for a lot of people right now that this might be the first time you're ever watching me. I became a VTuber because I really wanted to make friends. I was very lonely due to the fact that I have a primary immune deficiency disease called CVID. I basically have a low to near non-functioning immune system, which means I get sick a lot, and it caused me to remain isolated for long periods of my life. So then I found streaming, and I thought about giving it a try because I wanted to see if I could make some friends online, because I honestly couldn't ever leave my room. I never really expected to grow an audience or anything. It was one of the last things on my mind. I just thought that I would stream to, 5 to 10 people and just hang out from time to time, make some friends, play games, and just continue on with my life. But unfortunately, I was too scared to stream with my face. So a friend of mine recommended that I try an app called FaceRig that would allow me to use an anime avatar to stream. And that's how I started VTubing. It took me a while to take it seriously and even begin to think about maybe being able to grow a community and even make this a career. I think I really started to take it seriously around the time when I was approached to join V-Shojo, and it was through V-Shojo that I was able to grow into the Ironmouse that I am today. When I was approached in 2020 and asked to join V-Shojo, it seemed like a good idea, but I honestly did not know if I could ever be a corporal VTuber because I felt like I just couldn't. In my mind, I saw myself as unhireable, which is why streaming worked for me. I had no boss, no strict rules, I had no hours, no expectations. It was all up to me, and due to the fact that I have lived my life chronically ill and being unable to do much of anything, I just felt like there was no way that anyone would ever take me or want me. For a while, I was struggling to make a decision because I was afraid about my anonymity and afraid about trusting people because I felt like every time I put my trust in people, it always ends in grief for me. So I was worried about expectations and a million and one other things. But
I think there's like a million reasons to be nervous, especially about something like this. I certainly don't blame her, or even just be like not wanting to show face, going with face rig, which is an old callback now. I feel like no one uses face rig anymore, or very few do. But yeah, this is so upsetting because like I actually quite understand where she's coming from to a point. I have a family member I live with. They have an immune issue, and they can't do everything that normal people do. It's definitely a different kind of life. It's struggle. They can get sick easily, like something that a normal person can get over in like a week. It could take them months. I mean, it's not fun. So it really pisses me off that they're screwing over that. They're screwing over Ironmouse here, which I don't really watch Ironmouse all that much, but I mean, who it's hard not to know who Ironmouse is because that's how prolific she's become, which is why I do not understand these V-Shojo. We're gonna call them the managers for a lack of better term. We don't know who exactly at V-Shojo was being malicious, but they clearly are fucking idiots because they threw what I would argue is a dream opportunity down the drain for what? A few extra bucks? Do they not consider like they had a career basically? I don't understand. Because no, go ahead and say something because I'm ranting at this point.
I was getting teary-eyed again. Oh, yeah, I don't have her exact struggle, but I get like not being wanted and everything. So like when she thought she found like a safe place that was like helping her out. I forget how she worded it exactly.
And I think she's crazy for thinking
to
that
trust
now,
somebody.
Like, look at all the stuff she's done. Even I, who don't watch her that much, I mean, she's made music, she's done videos, she's worked with amazing artists and talent, and she's done some great work, I think, in the space. At least she put a lot of effort in.
I've seen her music. I watched a lot of people's clips or like videos more, just because it's hard for me to like, I've seen a lot of collab clips and interact.
Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, like you said, it's hard not to know Ironmouse, and also for me think of V-Shojo.
But yeah, V-Shojo.
Yeah,
right.
So it's weird, and I guess I was wrong. I thought she was even like a founder of V-Shojo.
I could have sworn I heard that too somewhere, but maybe not. But yeah, like there's been a few other prolific people leaving over the past few years.
Yeah,
too, which I wonder if that was kind of like the approaching storm, so to speak, because I feel like V-Shojo doesn't survive this. They're screwed, and they did it to themselves, which makes no sense. But yeah, you know, I think recently Zentreya left. before. There was Silver Veil, and there was probably a few others. I'm not
a few other people
huge on V-Shojo guys, but or
recently
any corporate.
That I wasn't even fully aware of, that I just kind of learned about today. So yeah, it's some things are going down, I suppose.
Yeah, I just don't understand why. Like they got such little short-term gain by doing this that the long-term losses are just mind-boggling to me. I don't know why they would do.
Yeah,
like, if they ran this above board and helped Ironmouse and all of their other VTubers that they've hired thrive, I mean, they would have thrived too. Like, I don't get it. I'm baffled.
Yeah. I really don't know. Sorry, like who actually does own and run V-Shojo? Because I don't know.
Yeah, if you guys have any details you want to add down below, we would love to hear like any information you have about V-Shojo, how it's who actually runs it. But you know,
once a lot of these legal stuff goes down, we'll probably get more news.
Yeah, that too. We're gonna have to wait probably, guys, for a lot more news once Ironmouse is able to actually extrapolate more. I mean, legal stuff, it could be a while. Legal stuff takes time, especially when it's international like this. It can be real wonky.
I ultimately decided to join V-Shojo. It really pains me that I am unable to fully explain why I am leaving.
That's fine. You shouldn't pain her. I don't think.
What I am allowed to share with you. I would always be told how important I was for the company, and I was always told that I was needed in order for the company to succeed. Although that was very positive to hear, it put a lot of pressure and a lot of stress on me to the point where I felt guilt-tripped into signing. I felt...
See, that's fucked up. That is seriously fucked up. Now, I would argue that they're not wrong for saying, like, stating her importance to the company, but they should not guilt trip her into it either. Like, make her feel like she's going to ruin all these other people's careers if she doesn't continue.
Yeah. That's one of the things I was just going to say is, like, I think some people feel really mad about that point. I feel like it's actually just kind of true, because as I've just stated, maybe I'm not, like, the most knowledgeable person on everything VTuber. Right? Yeah, but like I think V-Shojo, and I definitely do think Ironmouse. In fact, like I said, I was even under the impression that she maybe owned more of it than she did. So like if she left, it really may take a blow to them. But I feel like how they do that is what is the problem. If they were guilt tripping her and not just giving her better offers because she's the talent, right?
Let's talk about a few different scenarios here. So
gross.
So one, let's say everything was above board, but she left anyway. They would take a hit, but I think they could have recovered, and they still could have had VTubers coming in. She could have even potentially recommend some go to them if they had like a cordial relationship still. So damaged, but still possible to function.
Because she did that, actually. She brought people in.
Oh yeah, all the time. And
that's why I'm so mad.
Oh yeah, it makes no sense. And then now, but the real situation we're in is they made her feel like she was somehow trapped there because if she left, it would all crumble to pieces immediately. But also on top of that, they were bad actors stealing fucking money.
Yeah.
Maybe allegedly, I don't know. Like, I don't know if they were taking the money or if they just weren't giving it to the charity. But something is off.
Happened.
They're paying her. They haven't paid her money, so something bad is going on with money. At the very least, poorly managed. There could be
something wrong, managed in the back that is like an emergency. But that should be stated.
They're straight up thieves. But
of course,
I mean, this is what the people are going to react with. That's more what I'm meaning. Is people are going to see this as slimy and see V-Shojo as one of the most untrustworthy companies. So now this, in my opinion, even with her leaving, they buried themselves. They just handed Ironmouse the shovel and like, bury me or I will hurt you. Like, I mean, I'm so sorry this is happening to everyone involved that had nothing to do with this bullshit.
I was gonna say, in fairness, there could be multiple reasons maybe why she would want to be independent.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure there's a ton of reasons.
But to be honest, the fact that some people wanted to leave, now there could be personal reasons, so that's why I'm trying to, like, you know, play devil's advocate, but it probably was a sign that some things were not good. Also, I'm just gonna wonder.
Well, and this is just us high conjecture, guys, so don't take this as we know anything. But I'm wondering if the other exits, especially recently, were being coordinated in the background with the help of each other, because a lot of them are friends together, and they wanted to get some people out before all of this came up, because it's just a nightmare. I mean, this is truly a nightmare.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Like legally, like I'm sure some want to leave, but they're contracted
or whatever.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh my god. Well, let's let her continue.
Responsible for everybody. I felt responsible for staff.
Okay, I want to say that right here. She is not responsible for staff, and she is not responsible for everybody at V-Shojo. I hate that they made her feel that way. Is she an important piece? Yes, she was. But like any company like V-Shojo, imagine a music label. They had their big fish, but imagine them crumbling from one big fish moving on.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
Like I said earlier, then you do stuff to make that company better or to provide services to said person.
Exactly.
There's a reason to stay.
I would argue
like
that
you don't just
or even don't burn the bridge. Again, like you could have still maybe worked with them on like a base by base or consultation basis. Like, here, do you have any VTubers that you know in the space that would be good for V-Shojo? And I'm sure even as an independent, she would be willing to have that kind of meeting. Like,
I would agree. She ultimately doesn't have to feel responsible for others' lives, but like, say if she was invested in this like small company and wanted to feel that way, well then it should have been returned, and it apparently wasn't.
Well, yeah, and so, she wasn't being paid
F off
and stuff, right? Yeah, like she does not deserve to be made. No one at a job deserves to be made to feel like if they leave, everyone else is going to suffer some horrible fate, unless you're the owner of the business and you've run it into the ground.
Yeah. Well, especially when you're not even returning her loyalty, apparently. Like, that's ass.
Again, didn't even the goddamn charity money, let alone her own money.
And talent alike. And I felt like if I didn't do this, and if I didn't stay,
you can hear it in her voice, though. I mean, this is...
And I was destroying everybody's life, but this didn't feel right with me, and I began to feel extremely uncomfortable. As my viewers know, privacy has always been one of my biggest concerns. I've had a lot of scary experiences in my life, so one amazing thing for me was the fact that V-Shojo handled all my payments, and it meant that I never had to give out any of my personal information, so that was always a blessing to me. As time went on, I decided that I wanted to try to start pulling out my remaining funds because I wanted to start taking over my own finances. This is what led me to this point.
As is her right to do, I might add. She can control her own finances. Jesus. The amount of times I've heard stories of even actors or actresses like getting trapped because they can't control their own funds. I think this even happened to Britney Spears. It's atrocious.
Yeah. In various ways, like I think it was her and her own family doing it, which is a whole layer of
but I mean, it's just another example of
managers or like even I think I've heard accountants actually weirdly embezzling stuff. And I'm like, oh, because that's like the person you're paid and trusted to do it.
Actually,
it's
happened with I don't know if it was embezzlement, but Nicolas Cage. I think that actually happened. To him, where they weren't paying, like his own money people were not paying taxes like he thought they were. And he got in a bunch of trouble, and then that's why you saw him in a bunch of BC movies, because he had to pay back all these taxes.
I feel bad for him, but at the same time, we are blessed now with these episodes.
I know, because some of the movies that were BC were amazing with him in it. Oh my god, it was funny as hell.
You got this phone in it.
I love Nicolas Cage.
Amazing.
I digress.
Throughout the years, Connor and I have raised around $4 million for the Immune Deficiency Foundation.
That's fucking amazing.
The majority of the money raised is through Tiltify at events like the Cyclothon, the charity auction, And
yeah, I watched actually some of that. They were cycling through Japan.
However,
that was really cool.
I heard that's a better company to go through now too.
I decided to donate half the earnings of my following 2 subathons to the Immune Deficiency Foundation. The first time I tried this,
that's amazing.
It worked great. Over 200.
And I find that so important because they do research on, autoimmune issues, like the one my family member has, hers. It's so important we get this research funded.
1,000 people supported me, and because of that, we raised over $329,350 to the Immune Deficiency Foundation. Because the money came from my Twitch revenue instead of a Tiltify link, it required V-Shojo to make the donation on my behalf. They promptly sent the payment, and the subathon was a huge success. So I decided to do it again the next year. My last subathon was one of the biggest events I've ever done. The support was overwhelming.
Want to say something?
That's why I'm confused, because, what happened, this year?
Time? Yeah, right, right? Like, what the fuck is wrong with them? Just send the money. It was already donated. You don't need to do any weird accounting with it.
Yeah. If there's something weird in the back end where they don't have enough, we're making payments, anything, I don't know.
But
yeah,
it's not sending $500,000.
Getting over 300,000 subscribers and breaking the all-time sub record. But this also meant that we had raised...
Whoa, she said 300,000 subscribers. Holy
yeah, she broke a lot of... broken. So, a lot of records last year, early this year.
Oh my God.
She was the most subscribed to and followed and watched, I think.
My goodness.
Foundation.
Yeah.
I once again asked V-Shojo to make the donation on my behalf. But unfortunately, still a year later, V-Shojo has not paid the charity. The Immune Deficiency Foundation
what the fuck?
Means the world to me. Connor and I have both spent a ton of energy, time, and resources raising money for charity. And we're both so proud to be able to say that we've raised nearly $4 million for charity. We almost always raise money for the Immune Deficiency Foundation. They help people with primary immune deficiency diseases, or PI, which are inherited disorders where a part of the body's immune system is missing or doesn't function properly, which makes people like me more prone to infection, and this includes over 450 different conditions. The Immune Deficiency Foundation is a charity that is near and dear to my heart and has a particular significance in my life. When my health first started getting really bad, the Immune Deficiency Foundation helped me immensely when I really had nowhere else to turn. I was terrified, I was lonely, and I was confused. I honestly didn't really know what was going on, and I never ever want anyone else to go through that. This entire situation has broken me. I just wanted to do something good and to give back to...
Okay, but one thing though, she has done good things. That's my point though. The fact that they haven't paid yet is not on you. I know it probably feels like it is, but it's not. You did the work. They didn't do their part. They're the assholes. It's just so upsetting.
Yeah, and okay, yeah, we can't say what legally is going to happen and where the funds are and everything, but I would assume they can get those funds maybe eventually to the...
Hopefully, if they haven't spent them or something ridiculous like that.
Yeah, that's why I don't want to promise it.
It's so sad. She doesn't deserve this. Again, this guilt that she feels is unwarranted on her behalf. It's so...
Yeah,
it's so sad. It's just ridiculous. The fact that this is even a problem, it's just baffling to me. I can't understand it. I don't understand why people are so greedy in the short term. That, again, if they had been cool, even if she left, they probably still would have made a lot of money over the next several, maybe even a decade or two, doing this kind of work.
Yeah.
And then they could have retired. I don't know.
Community.
Yeah, we don't know what drove them to it.
Unfortunately,
Again, it could have been poor management.
As much as I would like to
really, really bad management.
Talk about this, unfortunately, I can't. So, to recap, I believe that I am owed a significant amount of funds, which I have not been paid. And most importantly, the Immune Deficiency
What is a
Foundation
significant amount of funds to her?
Over $500,000 from V-Shojo.
That's where I'm like...
I really wish that I could tell you more.
I don't want to speculate, but because she does make so much, when she says significant, I'm like, oh my.
What does
How
this
much
mean?
Is it?
Yeah, exactly.
What does this mean?
I've been advised to wait for legal proceedings. As of right now, I am an independent VTuber. I am at a loss of what to do right now. I'm kind of processing everything.
You'll be fine, Iron.
What she said about it.
Ultimately, you'll be fine.
Once again,
I don't blame you for being confused. This is a fucking confusing situation.
The Immune Deficiency Foundation and to my community who has shown so much support to me. I also wanted to say that all the ad money made from this video will go towards the Immune Deficiency Foundation. I honestly don't know what I'm going to do. Like I said, I really haven't had much time to process this. But below the video in the description box is a link to a donation fund for the Immune Deficiency Foundation. Thankfully, any donations made through Tiltify go directly to the charity. That link is also there if you've heard about this and would like to support the Immune Deficiency Foundation. Sometime this
month,
we'll
put the link in our description as well.
Special live stream.
Yeah.
In order to raise money.
And everyone go watch Mousy's video.
We won't even have ads on this video, guys. We're not going to monetize this. Go watch hers.
Hopefully there'll be a lot of singing and a lot of fun and just a day full of happiness. I
hope you have that too.
Really want to show that
Mouse.
After all this, that VTubing is a force for good. So thank you guys so much for all the support.
All right. Well, that's the sums up her video. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of speculation. I'm sure people are going to be talking about this for a while, especially until we get more information. But overall, what a fucked up situation to put not only Iron through, but the charity, everyone involved at the charity, anyone who donated to the charity. I mean, come on, like this is involved. I mean,
now even all the VTubers and the staff that you supposedly were trying to defend, you've just nuked them. Thank you.
You nuked yourselves. Whoever was in charge making these decisions, you nuked yourself, even if it wasn't malicious. Like, let me give you the benefit of the doubt, and you just suck at managing this, and you're kind of a dick because you made her feel guilty about it. What the fuck? Like, what are you doing? Like, you literally destroyed your own company, in my opinion. I just don't see how V-Shojo recovers. I don't see how anyone would want to be contracted to them after this either. I just don't see how that.
They had some issues the last few years, but in general, I would say they're still pretty prestigious, and like a lot of people would want to work with them, and only so many people get to. Now. But now I don't. I don't know how this is gonna go.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, just know, Ironmouse, we support you and everyone else that you know that needs help during this weird transition period, because who knows how this is all gonna, land at the end of the day. But from your undead VTubers, we wish you the very best. And thanks Gravies for watching. We just thought this was kind of important to get her message to as many people as possible, just so people know that V-Shojo, what the fuck.
Yeah, support your favorite Oshis, especially if they're independent.
Like us, because we're not contracted at all. We just do this because
no.
Our graves get boring after a while.
In our dreams.
It's spruce.
The graveyard needs some more
to spruce up the catacombs with some fun games and movies and shows and all that stuff. So yeah. But thanks, Gravy.
Yeah, we need some more to haunt with us.
Exactly. We need more. Eventually, they'll all come because everyone eventually comes to the graveyard.
True enough.
All right. Bye-bye, guys.
Bye-bye.